What's up, guys? How's it going? I just wanted to film a little short video out here today. I'm just kind of walking across this bridge, standing. They call it the bridge to nowhere, but it goes to like this. You can only go so far, and then there's like a gate. They have it blocked off, and they have some like security that patrols the area, stuff like that. But it's supposed to be like some animal reservation or something like that. Eventually they put elk and deer and all that stuff over there, but they haven't really done anything publicly yet. It's all private. You can't go back there. It's all restricted, so who knows? It's up in the air. That's why they call it the bridge to nowhere. So it's up in the air, the bridge to nowhere. But I'm just thinking about a lot, just looking at the river, looking at the sky. It's a beautiful day. Today didn't really go the way I planned or imagined it would go, but it's okay, you know? Things just happen sometimes, and it's all right, you know? It's okay. But you know, it's all about just living life, you know? I don't know where I'm going. I really have no idea where I'm going in life. And I was sitting in the parking lot of a Walmart, and I was looking around at everybody getting out of their cars, going in the store, and like just the whole routine, you know, getting groceries, you know, it's a whole just routine. Everything's a cycle. And you got the picture perfect family walking in the front door. You know, life's good. You know, you go to work, go home 6 days a week, sometimes 7, probably. Crazy long shifts. Barely have time for anything else. Don't even have time to think and ponder your own existence. There's just no time, because you're constantly giving your time to something else. You're giving your time to another person, to a place, an object, a thing. Like, I mean, I get it. If that's your life and you're happy, man, I can't say anything about that, you know? That's your life, you're happy, that's fine. That's not me, man. I cannot live like that. I can't. I refuse to. Hold on, my phone's low on power. There we go, I got it. It gave me a little warning. It'll probably stop recording soon, but like, I just can't live like that, you know? And it just seems like everything's just this repetitive cycle, and everyone's just asleep, or they just don't care or something. And like, I don't know, like I just want to be me, you know? I just want to be who I am. Like, they're them, I want to be me. And the way that I believe and the way that I think doesn't fall in line with the way that society says that everyone should live, you know? The way that the societal norms, you know? Like, you should get a job, you should, you know, work all the time, and maybe 2 times a year you can go have some fun, go on vacation for 2 days. No, man. No. That can't be it. That's if that's all life is, and if that's all life was and that was it, that would be miserably depressing. And that's the life that a lot of people build for themselves. And like, I'm not down in, you know, getting a job and working, nothing like, I'm not putting anybody down for that. I'm just talking about, you know, this is all from my viewpoint of, you know, what I want for my life. And, you know, this is just, I'm biased, okay? I'm biased. I'll say that. But I just don't think that that's the way to live. I don't know. Like, I don't think that's not the way I want to live anyway. Like, and every time I try to, you know, I don't know. I try to put myself in that mindset sometimes. I'm like, well, maybe I could just, you know, go get a career and, you know, go back to college and you know, go get a master's in something. It feels so fake to me. It just feels like I'm pretending to, like, I'm like dressing up as somebody I'm not. You know what I mean? It feels like I'm putting on a suit of some false life. And I just can't do it. I cannot live like that, man. It's just not. It's not it. It's not it for me. But I don't know. Sorry about that little rant there. I just wanted to get some of that off my chest. But, you know, all that matters is that you just be yourself. Just be you. Be you, man. Experience this beautiful life. Get out every now and then, you know? Freaking, if you don't have much time, you don't have no days off, call in sick or something, man. Call in sick for a few days and get out here, ponder your existence, and think about life. Because if all you're doing is just going to work 7 days a week and you don't think about any of this, you don't take the time to get outside and look at nature and see how things are, you know, see the way, you know, you have to take a step back and look at everything from an outside perspective. Like, that's what I was doing in the parking lot. I was just looking at everything and like thinking about how does this work? Why is this the way it is? Why is this society? You know? And that's what I think about all the time. That's just how my brain operates. I think about it every day, all the time. Why does this matter? What is this? Why are we here? Why are we living this way? You know, why is everyone like mad at everybody all the time, man? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But, you know, I wish all of you nothing but the best. You know, I wish all of you nothing but peace, love, and happiness, man. Truly, I do. I don't think that I could ever go back to living that way. Ever. I just can't. Like, I don't know where I'm going in life. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But part of me not knowing is kind of a beautiful thing because, you know, everything's a surprise. Everything is new. You know? If you knew what was going to happen all the time, then it really wouldn't be that exciting, would it? You know, but what I was saying, just like call in for a little bit, man. You know, get outside, spend some time in nature, you know. Look down at the water, walk across a big bridge, look at the water, just look at everything. You know, there's more to life than just, you know, giving your time to somebody else all the time. There's more to life than working 7 days a week and, you know, only making enough to have a roof over your head and eat and sleep. There's more to life than that, man. There's way more. There's beauty out here, man. And a lot of people don't see it. They refuse to see it. And it's sad. It's so unfortunate. But it's the way it is. This whole video is a rant. I'm sorry. I don't mean to put any like negativity out here in the world, but sometimes this has just been bulling up in me for a little bit, and I just wanted to get out and talk about it in a video. But man, some cinematic shots right there, man. Cinematic with the sun behind me. You know, look at that. It's a good shot. But I'm filming this on the iPad, not the camera. Hope it's not too bad. But I hope all of you have had a very, very, very good day or night, whatever time it is that you're from. Just remember, no matter what happens, look, no matter what happens, man, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry. Just live life the best you can. And I was gonna set it down somewhere for a moment. Just live life the best you can, you know, and love people, man. Love everyone. Love yourself. Love your neighbor. Love that person you were mad at yesterday or even today. Just love everybody, man. Try and love everybody and just have peace, you know? we're all growing, we're all changing, we're all learning, but it's all about who you are. You know, your life is not somebody else's. Your life is your own. And that's the point I'm trying to get at, is your life is more valuable than a job. Your life is more valuable than a corporation. Your life is more valuable than what someone else labels you as. You are more than that. Know that. Know that, please. You are so much more. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you later.